Hello and welcome in the Cafe Nightly Show. I'm your host, the Goldsmith. It is the 10th of March, 2025. It's a Monday, and we are headed into the end of the second frost season in Upland. A couple things just to note as we do head into the end of frost season, including the fact that your gamified missions are about to expire. You have a few days left to complete them, and they were a little hard to hit this time around. So we'll go over and do a reminder of a couple things. People earlier who were getting all of them done, getting 12, 13 missions done. Now they're looking at how do they get their 5. So get into that, remind you of those missions and remind you of what is left to do and that you still have time to complete many of these. And then we'll look at two more things. We'll look at the Monster Bash or Monster Truck Bash, just a reminder that's ongoing. It was a video Upland put out about the leaderboard, the ledger contest for the Monster Truck, which we already knew about. It was already announced last week. And then St. Patrick's Day in Upland. And we always have some type of sale, some type of commemoration of St. Patrick's Day. I kind of lamented this idea of doing a really defined St. Patrick's Day scavenger hunt, which we did a number of years ago. And those were a lot of fun events. They were things that didn't really cost anything to enter. There was an activity involved. There wasn't any buy something, sell something, trade something. It was more about participating in the clues and trying to win along the way, traveling through Upland and having to figure things out along the way. And again, this was some of the most fun activities in the game of Upland, in the history of Upland. And it's just fun to look back at them, but also wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if we made it happen this year? And then of course, we're gonna start this count, and we're gonna count up. And I'm going to count up again and count up again or count down. And that is to keep in track of and when do we actually find out about Genesis Week 2025 as we are headed that way, as we are thinking about June this year. If you are going to have a live event in Upland, it would be nice to know sooner rather than later. But for tonight, before we get into all that, let's get this disclaimer out of the way. All views and opinions just myself. They're mine alone. They should be taking game strategy or financial advice. They don't represent the game of the team of Upland. And the guests or contributors who we do have on have their own opinions. They're welcome to them. They should be taking as game strategy advice. They should be taking as financial advice. They don't represent the game of Upland. They don't represent the team of Upland. Easy enough. Let's get that out of the way. It is there now. And let's take a reminder that we are headed towards the end of Frost Season 2025, second Frost Season in the game of Upland, and you still have a few days to complete a few of the activities needed to have a multiplier or a boost of your earnings. So as a quick reminder, the Season of Frost, or Frost Season in the game of Upland, ran from the 1st of February at 9 a.m. PT. It runs to the end of the end of the season runs till March 15th at 9 a.m. PT. You have 14 missions total available to complete 5 of them to secure a 14.7% annualized rate, but obviously over the period or the month and a half the next season. So that's an important thing, the important boost to get. And obviously completing 5 of the missions below, it's harder than it has been in the past because some of these missions aren't as easy in day-to-day use as a lot of people have. They are focused in certain cities. So definitely worth noting. Stake in Vegas 500 Spark Hours is something that you still have plenty of time to do if you have plenty of Spark Hours or plenty of Spark to stake. Winter Warrior, log in 25 days. That's something that you've probably been doing along the way. If you haven't been doing it, there's only a few days left to get those logins in. Frost minting, mint 3 properties, which definitely could be done. There are plenty of cities that still have mintable properties. Upland Explorer, visit 3 different cities. Treasure Hunter, collect 5 staring treasures in Las Vegas specifically. So you do have to be treasure hunting in Las Vegas. Vegas Architect, complete construction of 3 different structures in Las Vegas. Harder now that we have reduced the utility, or we have increased spark costs to construct structures. That happened about 2 weeks ago. Marketplace Mover, buy 5 properties from the secondary market, not swap. So you could still do that very easily. Collection Conquer, complete 3 property collections for the first time. This is harder than it used to be. For some people, it's more expensive than it used to be, as a lot of people have already collected all the collections that they're going to collect in the existing cities. There's limited collections available in new cities, and it can be expensive to buy properties on the secondary just to complete some collections. The Badge of Honor, if you earn a new badge this season. Road trip, travel to Las Vegas using a car. MetaVenture Shopper, buy at least 3 items from MetaVenture in Las Vegas. So again, this emphasis on Vegas, it makes it more difficult for people who aren't participating in Vegas, who don't own properties in Vegas, but it does focus some of the activities in a specific city. And if we're doing this on a seasonal basis, expect it to continue to happen. Exchange expert, burn or exchange 3 items, and power play, use 3 power-ups in racing. So three power-ups, it means you had purchased either on the secondary or primary 3 power-ups and burnt them through racing. So that's something you need to buy an asset and burn an asset. And theoretically, if you are buying and burning or buying and exchanging an asset like a power-up, that has multiple places that you're getting a check mark on your list, both the exchange a item and in the power play list. So it is an expensive thing. It's something that you have to burn and throw away an item. But also, if you're participating in racing anyways, that is a way to get a activity off the list. Again, we do have until this coming Saturday the 15th. So keep that in mind if you are continuing to participate. There are plenty of days to do so. We'll get that out of the way because we have gone over this previously early in the season. But let's take a look at the other 2 announcements. Again, Monster Truck Bash. We had already had the Monster Truck leaderboard contest discussed. We'd already had the announcements come out. And then Upland put out a video today as kind of an explainer video. It is something that's easy to access. If we hop in here, we can see that it's there right there. Again, it is one of these things that we do see. Instead of having the Upland update once a week, we have these single topic videos that go out. They don't always go out on the day of the announcement. They go out sometimes the day after or during the effective period. But that video is out now. If you haven't had a chance to see it, you can go to Upland's YouTube and take a look, or you can see it linked through Upland's Discord. Again, same details that we had discussed earlier. That is ongoing. Again, these details, the basic details. If we go back to the announcements from Friday? No, earlier in the week than that. But a reminder that it is ongoing. We have a couple days left to participate. That does run until Thursday, March the 13th at 9 a.m. PT. There will be 15 different winners of the Ice Dragon Monster Truck. Reminder, each USD purchase qualifies you for a random, we call it a ticket, but a random entry into that 15 Ice Dragon Monster Truck drawing. And then the 250,000 Sparklet token airdrop is proportional to essentially the amount that you are spending when you are buying items during this ledger contest specifically keeping track of USD purchases. Again, we've gone over it before, but a reminder that Upland did put a quick reminder video on that. If you do want to take a look at that, you definitely can, and it is continue out there with the same details as was on the original announcement. Original announcement out on the 5th. We've gone over it, and you can always see that original announcement in a written form on Upland's Discord announcements as well. So we do have the one last thing that we cannot forget, and we every year have a sale for a number of holidays, and one of them is St. Patrick's Day. And here is the announcement for the St. Patrick's Day sale. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, and what better way to celebrate than buying some assets in Upland? Go figure. Our annual St. Patrick's Day sweetener sale. So again, we've had different contests and we've had different activities around holidays in the past. The leprechaun race or whatever we called it at one point, the scavenger hunt for St. Patrick's Day was a lot of fun. That we did that tradition for a couple of years. Now we have a lot more of these sweetener sales. You're spending USD to buy, hint, OPIX. Oh my gosh, if you do that, you could qualify for the ledger sale. Go figure. So spending USD to buy some OPIX and getting a Block Explorer as a bonus. Let's take a look at that sale. And we had seen these previously. That we have some of these sales that are for Map Assets. We have some of these sales for Block Explorers. And this specific one is a sweetener sale for Block Explorers. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. What better way than spending some USD and getting some Block Explorers? Sale starts. Let's take a look. The sale is going to be starting. Oh, excuse me. Right around the corner here, 20,000 UPIX you get for your purchase. One of 3 exclusive 2025 St. Patrick's Day Block Explorers. These limited explorers are not only don't only add a festive touch to your lineup, but also they boost your Frost score as well as your all-time collector score. Don't miss out on your chance to expand your collection. Plus, each purchase counts as an entry into the Leprechaun Ledger Challenge. Go figure, like we mentioned. Giving you a chance to win the exclusive Ice Dragon Monster Truck. So, one purchase here is one ticket, one opportunity, one drawing entry into getting that monster truck. The registration's open now. It goes until 8 a.m. PT tomorrow. The sale is Tuesday, March 10th, 9 a.m. PT. $19.99 is the cost. You get 20,000 UPIX. You get one of these Block Explorers. Quantity is 210. 210 of these are available. Act fast. Once they're gone, they'll be gone. St. Patrick's Day. Obviously, the 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy collecting. So easy enough here. Again, this happening with a sale tomorrow, tomorrow the 11th, does give us the opportunity to kind of stack this activity. You're getting a Block Explorer, you're getting the UPIX, but you're also qualifying for that Ledger contest. You're also qualifying for a share of the Sparklet bonus or the Sparklet airdrops. It's kind of fun to be able to stack those activities up. We're going to take a look at these Block Explorers. We have the Leprechaun's loot box. There'll be 7 of those available. The Emerald Treasure Trove, 7 of those available. And the Lucky Horseshoe, 70 of those available. If you're not looking along on YouTube, on Twitter, we will see the Lucky Horseshoe. Obviously, it's a horseshoe, but they made it upside down. You can't do that. That lets all the luck run out. It's supposed to be the other way. The fat side's supposed to be down. The two ends, the two drawn in ends, they're supposed to be up, but the luck runs out. The Emerald Treasure Trove is a green treasure chest with some gold stacked around it, and not coins, but chunks of gold, it looks like. And the Leprechaun's loot box, and it says box, but it is a hat. It is a green Leprechaun's hat with some coins in it and a rainbow sitting behind it. So that is what we are doing this year, apparently, for St. Patrick's Day. Upland, surprise me. Do a treasure hunt or do a scavenger hunt. I don't care. I'll be so happy. Reminder that St. Patrick's Day is going to be the 17th. That is going to be next Monday. Yeah, there we go. So not technically this week, but obviously Upland did get the opportunity to take the opportunity to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in a way that you're also qualifying for the Ledger contest. So it's something, and it means something that Upland was able to stack those activities, making it a little more advantageous to participate in this particular sale. Otherwise, do want to put the call out. And again, this is a call out to Upland. This is something to keep your eyes on every year. For the last several years here, this will be 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th. Well, look at that. The 4th in-person Genesis live event that we're looking to or hoping to have this year. This would be the 4th time it would be in Vegas if it was in Vegas. On or during the Holiday Extravaganza show this year, where Dirk did come on as a guest, hosted by Too Stupid to Win, and TML, and I guess myself, and I guess more. I guess it was a bunch of us. But the holiday show that was hosted this year, Dirk came on and specifically said, when asked about it, there might be some changes this year as far as what the live event is. It is that time and historically where we've had an announcement about the live event the last couple of years. It's been before now, the year before. I think it was a little later, but you need to give notice if people are going to travel across the globe. You need to give notice if people are going to try to book hotels. Fingers crossed, that announcement's coming shortly. So keep your eyes out. Hopefully that will be something you will see either in your email boxes. Historically, it was Eventbrite. We just popped up into my email telling me, hey, there's this Eventbrite event you might be interested in Vegas. And guess what? It was Upland's Genesis Week, and it was something that I was looking out for. And then guess what? It popped into Upland, but later. So keep your eyes out just in case that's something that Upland's going to sneak in here in the next couple of days. For tonight, thank you so much for being here. Kiro, there you go. Kiro Neko, good to see you. We're glad to be back. As a reminder, I might as well do this before we get to the end. As a reminder, we did just experience in the U.S. Daylight Savings Time. So if you were keeping track of the time, 7:30 p.m. PT. Keep in mind that 7:30 p.m. PT in the U.S. We had to spring forward, so it may be an hour later, if you're someplace that did not just experience Daylight Savings Time. So just keep that in mind. Do the math as it makes sense. For me, my body makes it feel earlier. If you're somewhere else in the world, it may feel later for you, but definitely is something that we are going to continue on with, where we have the same time, 7:30 p.m. PT, even though your clock might be 1 hour earlier at this point. So for today, I'll say thank you so much for being here. Monday through waits for Upland to not do the math and legits and the time and the wrong and the release and the Daylight Savings Time. You want to go over how Upland doesn't ever do the times right when they have a Daylight Savings Time. Yes, even the sales that happen early, that are supposed to happen on the Monday and the Tuesday and the Daylight Savings Time. Exactly. It's something we've had happen in the past. It doesn't always happen just the day of Daylight Savings Time. There's the day after Daylight Savings Time. It sometimes happens for several days later. Kiro, you're absolutely right. Does the sale tomorrow have the small potential of being affected by that? We'll have to watch and see. Definitely something worth putting on the clock, Kiro, that tomorrow is the 11th. It is 2 days after Daylight Savings Time's kicked in. But yes, if somebody had set a timer and not thought about Daylight Savings Time, set a timer, for example, from Ukraine, where a lot of the programmers live, it's very, very possible that we see it missed. We see that the time is actually at a different time, a little earlier, if that is the case. So watch out for that tomorrow for the sale. But otherwise, for tonight, thank you for being here Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT. Yes, we did have Daylight Savings Time. If you're in the Upland Discord Cafe, thank you so much for doing so. Feel free to unmute your mics. The floor is yours.